What is up, everyone? Welcome back to No Cap Space. Tyler and Shawnee here at Overtime Select in Atlanta. We're here with Jenica Lewis, the captain of Royal Range. Jenica, thank you for tapping in with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, get the horns out, get the horns out, get the horns out. Look, we're super excited to talk to you. First off, like this whole captain thing. I know last year you were selected to be a part of Select. Obviously have the injury. So first off, just the ability to come out here and like be healthy and just be ready to play and get to be on this stage after having to watch from the sideline last time. Like, what is the excitement level? What is the emotion of being able to get back into the fold of things?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited, especially because last year I wasn't able to play, obviously, and had to watch from the sidelines. So I'm just honestly really excited to just connect with the girls and be able to be back on the court. So I'm like really excited that I'm able to play again.
Yeah, no.
What was the thing you were looking forward to the most? Were you watching like, I can make that block, or I do that? Yeah, put me in that one-on-one. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely tray ball. I don't know why. I obviously like to shoot threes a lot, so definitely missing out on that like moment kind of sucked. But everything else in general kind of sucked. But I don't know, just being there and being able to still be in the experience while I was her was honestly still grateful to even be there because not a lot of people were able to be there, so just me being able to be there.
Yeah, okay, well, to happier things now, because you are back. You are hooping. First off, you mentioned the three ball. I want to ask, the four-pointer.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Do we like it?
I like it. I mean, I feel like I shoot that far back anyways. So.
Hey.
Come on now.
Flex.
Subtle flex. Subtle flex. Yep,
I like
yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. I like it.
Would you put the 4-point ball in regular basketball, or are you cool with just the three?
I'd put the 4-point in. I mean, I bet Caitlin Clark would have a lot of 4-pointers.
Hey, something about them Iowa girls, huh?
Look, step your range up.
Something.
Because in Iowa, they moving back further and further. So America, you need to catch up.
Yeah, no, it's actually say you mentioned Caitlin. I wanted to ask, being a part of All Iowa Attack, and like that is a legitimate like legacy, right? Like when you think about the EYBL teams that are like the top of the top, like that's what All Iowa Attack is. What does that mean? Like being from Iowa and then going to play like within that program and knowing you mentioned a player like Caitlin and that she's far from the only one that's come through that program. Like, what has that excitement been like, and being able to kind of continue on like the legacy of that program?
Yeah, definitely high expectations like going into there. I didn't start playing until last year with them, and honestly, the past 2 years have been the best of my AAU career. I mean, I played for my dad, and then I played for a team called Peer Prep and a team called Battlers. They're just a little smaller than All Iowa Attack. And coming in at Iowa Attack, it was just obviously high expectations. But being there, it's like a family. And the head coach, Dixon, which is who I play for, he is a very good coach, and he's very hard on us. He keeps us accountable, and I feel like that takes us to the next level. And I think that's why we're so successful, is because he doesn't let just things go by easily. Like, you have to own up to your mistakes. You got to grow. And I feel like just me being at Attack has made me like mature as a person and on the court. And so I feel like that's why there's such a high legacy there, is because everyone there knows the expectations and knows like what you have to do to win, and everyone there is willing to like be there and wants to go to the next level.
Right.
Okay, and then speaking of that next level, because before we started recording, you mentioned you had met Hannah Stolke, who's been on our show.
Yeah.
What has it been like for you to watch her and Caitlin go on those deep runs in the tournament, and then see Caitlin go on and do what she's been able to do at the professional level?
Yeah, just even knowing them is really cool. I mean, you talk to them and you like hear from them, and you're just like, wow, like those are the people like you look up to. And like being from Iowa, not a lot of people know you, so just having like role models as you do is a really big thing. And just being able to see them and see how they can accomplish so many things, especially for being from Iowa, such a small state. But like just being able to look up to them and know that like they were in the same position that you are, so anything is really possible.
Okay, and then you're here representing, obviously. You say you got the 3-ball. What's another aspect of your game you're excited to show off?
Definitely my defense. I feel like
Talk to him.
Come on now.
I definitely like to read in between the lines, and I really like going for those steals. I don't know about anything else.
You play in passing lanes?
Let's talk about it.
You all over? I love
defense. Let's go.
We've had a couple players already now, as we recorded, mention defense. It warms my heart. It does. There's two sides of the ball. I love that. No, I'm interested as well, like, because you mentioned those deep runs and everything, but now it's like you're here in Atlanta. First off, a little bit different from Iowa. We were just talking beforehand. I'm from Oklahoma. You're from Iowa. What's been like the biggest difference like from here to Atlanta?
very humid.
It's hot as hell.
But
Yes.
it's like rain when it's hot. I'm
Yes.
just like, what?
Yeah.
But I'm glad there's no tornadoes.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't do tornadoes.
Yeah. No.
Well, actually, you missed them because it's been
There's tornadoes
I just
here?
moved here. Yeah, no, I've had like 2 like warnings.
This is news to me too.
Sorry, guys. It may not be
Oh.
me though. It might since I've been here, it's been 2, and it's been like 3-4 months. So
Oh, no, that's not the-
Sorry.
No.
No.
I didn't even know that. Don't tell me that.
Yeah. No.
What do you
You just
mean?
completely. I thought we were really getting away from it. Like
Right?
genuinely.
Oh,
Like.
because it's just rain. But
Okay. Well.
we're good.
Well, I don't know. That doesn't sound.
on the
That
court.
doesn't make me feel confident at all.
Yeah.
No. So, but what I was leading into is like obviously like that idea of like kind of the legacy as I mentioned with Iowa Tech, but also like just the players that have come out of Iowa just as a state as a whole. Like Iowa is like the women's basketball state. Like so from that perspective of the legacy of players that have come out of that state and trying to I guess kind of be the next one up in that way. Like what excites you like the most about that? Like is that something you even think about like being from the state of Iowa? And then if so, like how do you like project that, I guess if you will, from what you're trying to do now?
Yeah, a lot of girls from Iowa. Like as I've over the years like been to camps, there's like nobody from Iowa or like Minnesota. There's maybe like one person.
Mhm.
Like I feel like that particular part of the state, there's not a lot of people. So I feel like we all are just trying to showcase ourselves and just trying to grow like individually because
Mhm.
obviously it's hard to go to camps like far away
Yeah.
and get opportunities as people like who are in like Texas or California or bigger places. So I feel like we've all just kind of come together and just been working out. We work out a lot, especially attack, and
Mhm.
I feel like that's what's so special too. Is like our practices are really long, but we love it because we are all there together, and
Yeah.
I feel like we all want to make each other better, and I think that's a really good thing too.
And speaking of Minnesota, we had Mimi Willer. She was at Norfolk State. We've had her on the show. She's from Minnesota. So, look, flyover states.
We-
We know
there's some
you got
hoopers here.
too.
There's-
so come to No Cap
there's-
State and let's talk about what your state got going on.
Yeah,
We're still missing like Idaho.
Yeah, we got a couple that we haven't got to. Yeah, I don't know what hoopers are in Boise, but if you're a hooper in Boise,
Dakotas.
come on now.
What's up?
Come on now. Tap in. But like, we talk about you individually on the court. I want to talk about your team as well. We just had the draft this week as we're recording this. Tell me about your team. What are you excited about? Is there certain players that you were super excited to get? Like, walk me through what you're expecting from your roster.
Yeah, I'm really excited about my team. I know most of them just from AU or just growing up around like camps and things. And I even have my own teammate, Chloe Johnson, from my attack team. So that's really good, just knowing that we're going to be able to connect on the court like how we do in AAU. And I know a couple others, and I think like we're going to be really good, especially because like we're going to like move the ball and we're going to shoot. We're going to like do everything the right way. And I think that's what will win games.
Well, we got a couple super teams forming.
So that's the hope, right?
Hey.
That's the hope. That's the hope. No,
I'm ready.
I like it. So are we expecting a lot of threes? I know that's your kind of bread and butter. Like is that the name of the game for this team?
I don't know. I know I'll shoot a lot.
You said, hey, if nobody else will, I got it covered.
I gotcha, but y'all playing defense.
Yeah, we're playing defense.
It's 3 and D for a reason.
Let's go.
No, but another thing that we were talking about, obviously, like this is now like a major platform for everybody, and we ask this question a lot. But we're obviously in the era of NIL now.
Yeah.
So I'm interested for you. It doesn't have to even necessarily be basketball related, but if you were to have a dream NIL deal that you were to do, like what first off, what brand and what would you want to do with that brand? We like to manifest here in the No Cat space.
Maybe like, I don't know, the Lululemons, the Nikes, or maybe like something that I can just like wear and show off every day. I guess I wear a lot of Lululemon or like leggings, and I obviously wear a lot of Nike. And so I feel like those are like the dream brands, but I don't know. I'm kind of grateful for anything. Just being able to someone to put an effort into me.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Tap in.
But tap in, cause come on now.
So, get on the ground floor and tap in. Lululemon. This is like because we had Layla Filia.
Oh yeah, Layla Filia did also want Lululemon.
Lululemon.
Yeah.
Get in women's basketball.
Yeah, come on now. I mentioned though. You mentioned Nike. If you were to build your own signature shoe, what would it look like? If that was like the deal, Nike comes up to you like, yo, you can make this whatever you want it to be. Like, what would in general, like, what would we looking from a signature shoe?
That's a hard question. I hadn't even thought about that. I don't know. I do something probably like, I love the color pink. I think everyone knows that. But probably just a lot of different colors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I want a comfy shoe. I have really sensitive feet, so I want
Real.
like
Real.
so I need comfy shoes. So anything like comfy, low. I don't like those high shoes that go above the ankles. I don't know.
Oh dang! So no Chuck Taylor type. Nah, I got you.
It is what it is.
She said we in a new era.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Get those out of here.
No, Jenica, we're so appreciative of your time. Just one to wrap up here. If someone is watching you play for the first time, you're on this stage, this is their first time seeing you hoop, what do you hope they take away from watching you play?
Honestly, just having fun. I think that's the biggest thing is like this all at the end of the day is really serious and can just be a lot and overwhelming, especially like with recruiting and everything else. So expecting just to go on there and have fun and honestly just play basketball the right way. I feel like if you go there and do the things that you need to do, the little things like playing defense, diving on the floor for loose balls, or like just the little things that'll stand out a lot other than like the 40-point games and like the 2 assists. So I think just going out there and doing what you do well and just playing the game the right way.
That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. And a whole lot of threes. And a whole lot of threes. I love it. Jenica, thank you so much for your time. We're super appreciative of you. Make sure you guys stay tapped in here with us at No Cap Space. NoCapSpace.wbb.com for all of our print and podcast content. And of course here on the YouTube as well. Make sure you're subscribed, like, share, all those things. Stay tapped in, and we'll see you next time.